All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for logging in. And allow me to quickly introduce myself. My name is Zuhair Bukhari. I've been with Morgan International for 12 years now. And what I currently do is that I work as a CPA program manager. So I will be taking you through your CPA eligibility questions, how to pass the CPA exams, and then eventually how to become a CPA license holder. So thank you once again. I'll be taking you through this presentation. And if you have any questions, feel free to write them down, or we'll have a Q&A session at the end as well. Okay, so before I start the session, let us quickly take a look about what we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about who we are as Morgan International. We're going to definitely talk about what are the benefits of doing the CPA qualification, how can it benefit you in your career, and definitely we're going to touch upon the eligibility requirements, because we get this question a lot. Am I eligible for CPA? How many credits do I have? How can I become eligible for a certain state board? This is exactly what we're going to talk about today. And then of course, we're going to have a look at the CPA exams. We're going to talk about the Becker platform. I'm going to quickly take you through the Becker platform as well, and how is the platform and how it can help you to pass the exams. The CPA exam is changing in 2024. So we're going to quickly have a look at how the exam can affect you. Okay, and then we have a very interesting slide about CSU, California State University. So if you are short of credit hours, you don't have to worry anymore, because we as Morgan International, we're going to help you to reach those extra credits. Okay. So Morgan International, we have been in the business for the past 27 years. We have helped a lot of people become certified individuals, whether they have done CPA with us or CFA or CMA. It depends on each individual and what they want to it depends on each individual and how they want to succeed in their career. Our main USP is our certified instructors. So we have around 350 expert instructors who are not only certified, but they have produced many CPAs for us. Okay, for example, if you talk about our instructors in Dubai, we have Mr. Maaz Barakat. He has been teaching with us for more than 22 years. And in fact, a fun fact about him is that he was the only second person to become a CPA in UAE back in the days. And since then, he has been teaching with us, and he has produced many CPAs for us. We are partnered with the best. So when it comes to CPA, we are partnered with Becker. Becker is renowned for producing CPAs. Their material is excellent. Their online platform is excellent as well. I'm going to take you through the platform also, so you can experience what kind of material do the students use to pass the CPA exams. And of course, we have a global network. We have 32 locations worldwide. If you talk about UAE, we are based in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and LA. And we are very proud to be associated with the big names, whether they are top accounting firms, financial institutions, government entities, or universities. Our classes are in City Walk at CUD. So Canadian University is our partner, and all our live classes are currently conducted at CUD. So just to tell you some of the names: EY, KPMG, Deloitte. We get candidates from all the banks and the financial institutions as well. Now, let's get to the business end, and let's talk about, first of all, what exactly is CPA and why should you be pursuing it? Okay, so CPA, it's Certified Public Accountant, as you might know. It's a globally recognized certification. It's a US qualification. I'm sure you have heard of ACCA. ACCA is a UK equivalent, and CPA, it's a US qualification. Now, one good thing about US CPA is that it's globally recognized. So once you become a US CPA, it will be recognized globally, because each country, they have their own certifications. Like, for example, there's Canadian CPA, there is Australian CPA, I mean, each country, they have their own CPA. If you go to Jordan, they have a CPA from Jordan, or if you go to Saudi Arabia, they have something called SUCPA, Saudi CPA. But those CPAs are only acceptable in their own respective country. That's not the case with US CPA. So US CPA, it's globally recognized. And what it does is that it validates your knowledge. So once you have these three letters after your name, people are definitely going to know that you are either from the accounting or finance background, because that's why you were eligible to do the CPA exams. And second, you did not get any exemptions. You sat for all the 4 exams. I'm going to talk about exams in my future slide, but one good thing which I like about US qualifications is that they're always fair. These qualifications are always fair. There are no exemptions. So for example, if we have one individual who have a master's degree and 20 years of experience working in a bank, and we have a fresh graduate with 4 years of degree in accounting, both of them will have to sit for the 4 exams. So that is why it's fair. And once you have CPA after your name, it's going to validate your knowledge. As I mentioned before, it's globally recognized. It can open many doors for you. It can take you places. For example, recently, I had one candidate from KPMG. He finished his CPA with us. And then once he submitted to his organization that he has completed all the 4 exams, he received 2 offers within his organization to move to either US or UK. So again, US CPA, it can open many doors for you. And then of course, not everyone enjoy crunching numbers, or they love doing accounting or finance because they really love it. At the end of the day, it's about Mr. Green as well. So definitely it's going to increase the potential for you to earn more, to gain career growth, or to get that position which you were always looking for after doing the professional qualification. Okay. Now, just in a nutshell, how do you become eligible for CPA? Because this is our top ranked question, and I get a lot of calls every day, emails every day about the eligibility. So in a nutshell, of course, I'm going to discuss this in my future slide as well. The main thing which they're looking for is education. So you need to have a bachelor's degree. Now, when we say bachelor's degree, they mean bachelor's degree based on US education system. Okay, so in US, a bachelor's degree is always 4 years. Okay, so you need to have 4 years of bachelor's degree. And then you need to have certain courses in accounting or finance to become eligible. So that's one. Now, for example, if you graduated from Jordan, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Egypt, then definitely you have a 4 years degree. But then let's say, for example, if you graduated from UK, Australia, or India, the bachelor's over there is for 3 years. So it can get a bit tricky. So in that case, you might not be eligible. You need to have more than 3 years degree to become eligible. For example, either MCOM or MBA, master's. And then once you club those 2 qualifications, then you become eligible. Okay, so I will talk in detail about this. So one is your education, second is experience. Now, if you are going for the license, you need to have at least 1 year of experience under a licensed CPA. And then, of course, last but not the least, I mean, it goes without saying, you need to pass all the 4 exams to become CPA qualified. Now, what is the application timeline, or how do we go on about it? So I see a lot of attendees in this session, and I've spoken to almost all of you. So the first question which I ask you, or my colleagues would have asked you, is what is your qualification? Or send me your transcript so we can have a look and we can let you know if you're eligible or not. So that is always the first step. You need to send us your transcripts, or you can call them mark sheets, so we can determine whether you are eligible for CPA or not. Okay, so for example, now our next course is starting from January 6th. Okay, so now is a very good time, if you haven't done it already, to send us your transcripts so we can let you know if you're eligible for CPA or not. And based on that, you can move to the next step, which is the official evaluation and then applying for the exam. And this is what we do as Morgan International. So we have a team who will be assisting you with the whole process, from evaluation to applying for the NTS to registering for the exam. So the only thing which we can do is we cannot sit for the exams on behalf of you. Otherwise, our team will be assisting you with all the requirements. So your sole focus is on studying, going through the books, watching the lectures, attending the lectures, doing the exam practice questions. So our team will be assisting you with the whole process. Now, this is now these couple of slides is where I'll be spending most of my time, and this is where I will be taking your questions as well. So 4 steps of becoming a CPA. Step 1 is evaluation. Now, each and every candidate has to go through this process, which is called evaluation process. Okay. Now, in this process, your documents, they need to be sent to US so the evaluators can assess your education. Okay, or for example, the courses which you have taken. Now, in the previous slide, we as Morgan were asking for your transcript because based on our experience, we would like to see if you are eligible for CPA or not. But at the end of the day, the official evaluation will be done by the third-party evaluators. Okay, it will not be done by us. It will be done in US. Okay, so each of you will prepare. Let's suppose you have a bachelor's degree in accounting. So you will prepare your degree and you are gonna prepare your transcript from the university to be sent to the evaluators. Now, this is a process which will take you 1 month. Okay, it will take them 1 month to generate the evaluation report. For example, let's say you have taken, let's say Isam has taken cost accounting. So against cost accounting, he will get 3 credits because they are assessing your education based on US curriculum or US education system. Okay, so this process will take you 1 month. By the way, a lot of people get cold feet about this process, that Zuhair, you don't know my university, they're never gonna assist me with this. So far, I've not had a single candidate who was not able to arrange his or her documents. So our team is gonna assist you with this, by the way. We can help you in drafting the email to your university where you can mention that you are going for US CPA and these are the documents that you require. Okay, so step 1 is evaluation, and like I said before, everyone has to go through this process. And it's going to take you 4 to 6 weeks. Usually it takes a month. So like I mentioned before, the course is starting in January. So now is a very good time to start with the evaluation process. So now once you're done with the evaluation, the next step is called NTS. NTS is notice to schedule. Now, without notice to schedule, you cannot sit for the exam. Okay, it's almost like applying for a visa for a country, and without this visa, you cannot enter the country. So without the NTS, you cannot schedule the exam. Okay, and NTS is also a process which will take them 1 month. It's gonna take them 1 month to issue the NTS, but that is only for the first exam. So evaluation is you're sending your documents to the evaluators. When you're applying for the NTS, the state board is gonna have a look at your evaluation report, and based on that, they will generate the NTS, so you can schedule the exam. Now, this process, you might be thinking that it's taking 1 month each, but this is what I like about US CPA, and this is where it holds a lot of credibility, because your documents are being assessed or being checked at 2 different occasions, or on 2 different occasions. Okay, first by the evaluators, second by the state board, and prior to that, if you remember, you were sending the documents to us as well. So this is why CPA is not for everyone. Not everyone can do CPA, whether you're from the marketing background or the HR background, and suddenly you feel that, you know, you should be doing CPA, it's not for you. Going back to what I mentioned before, CPA, once you have these 3 letters after your name, people are gonna assume that you're either from the accounting background or you're from the finance background. Okay, so now, once you have the NTS, the next step is, the next step is to schedule the exam at Prometric Center. Now, before 2010, the exams were only in US. Now you can write the exams in almost all the international locations, and Dubai is one of them. Abu Dhabi is one of them. You can write the exams in UAE. You can write the exams in Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt. More and more international locations are opening to CPA exams, which is great. A lot of people have been able to write the exams because of that. So after receiving the NTS, you can book for the exam. Now, the good thing about the exams now is that there are no more blackout dates. You can write the exams anytime throughout the year. So it gives you more opportunities to write the exam, because if you're working for a Big Four, or if you're working for the accounting firm, you have your busy season, and then you have a lot of engagements where you might not be able to write the exam. So this gives you the opportunity to write the exam whenever you like, basically. And then again, goes without saying, you need to attend the classes, hit the books, start solving exam practice questions, do the mock exams, and basically stay focused towards your CPA journey, so you can become a CPA in less than a year. Now, a lot of people ask me, Zuhair, how long should it take me to finish CPA? Yes, there is a time frame which they have given, which is 18 months after passing the first exam, but I personally think it shouldn't take you that long. You should be able to finish your CPA within 10 to 12 months. Otherwise, you're dragging it too long. I mean, I've had examples of people working for accounting firms like KPMG and Deloitte, and we all know how busy their schedule is, and they were able to finish their CPA within 6 to 8 months. So definitely there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. And again, Morgan is going to help you with the whole process of evaluation, NTS, applying for the exam, providing you with the classes and the material as well. Okay, is there any question about this process? If you have any questions, please feel free to write it in the chat box. Okay, Ansar is asking 18 months after the first exam. Yes, so there are 4 exams in CPA, which I'm going to come to in my next slide. Once you pass the first exam, you have a time limit of 18 months to finish the remaining 3. Okay, so let's say you went for the first exam and for some reason you did not pass that exam, the time limit will not start. Or let's say you started your CPA classes and you have not sat for any exam, there is no time frame. The time period will only start once you have passed the first exam. Okay, then you have 18 months, basically 6 months for each part, which is again a lot of time. Okay, is there any exam window? No, there are no exam windows anymore. You can write the exams anytime throughout the year. Hi Imran, yes, there is exam window in Dubai. Sorry, there is exam center in Dubai, Prometric Center. It's in Knowledge Village. In fact, it's right next to our office here in Knowledge Village. Okay, so now let's move on to the next slide, which is a bit technical. So I will request you to stay with me on this. And it is just so you can understand the whole purpose behind how the state boards work and how can you become eligible or register through a certain state board. Now, a lot of people ask me, Zuhair, what is the easier state board? Okay, don't register me for the difficult one. Look, there is no such thing. In US, there are 50 state boards: New York, California, Alaska, Pennsylvania, Texas, so on and so forth, Montana, Guam. Now, the unique thing about each state board is that they all have their own requirements. They all have a different set of requirements. So when we ask for your transcript, this is what we are doing as a team, is that we are matching your courses with the state board requirement. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we are matching your courses, which you have taken in your university, to the state board requirement. For example, let's take a look at Alaska. I mean, like I mentioned, there are 50 state boards, But just for the example purpose, I have included 3 states: Alaska, New Hampshire, and Pennsylvania. Now, if you look at Alaska, they want you to have a US bachelor's degree, equivalent to US bachelor's. Now, what does that mean? That means they want you to have 4 years of education. Okay, is that clear? 4 years of education. Total credits, they're not bothered. They don't take a look at total credits as long as you have a 4 years degree. Yes, they do care about your accounting credits. So they require you to have 15 credits in accounting. What does that mean? Now, each course is going to give you 3 credits. Let's say you took cost accounting, that's going to give you 3 credits. Financial accounting 1, another 3 credits. Financial accounting 2, another 3 credits. So if you have a bachelor's degree in accounting, I can tell you for a fact that you guys take more than 10 courses in accounting. So if you have a 4 years degree, your bachelor's degree is in accounting, definitely you will be eligible for Alaska. Okay. So you will be eligible for Alaska. Now, what about my friends who have a degree in finance? Because if you graduate in finance, you take minimum or maximum 2 courses in accounting. You don't take more than that. Okay, so for those candidates who have graduated in finance, we take a look at another state board called Pennsylvania. Over here, they require you to have a 4 years degree equivalent to US bachelor's. They want you to have 120 credits. So if you have a 4 years degree, you're going to have 120 credits. Okay, if you have a 3 years degree, you're going to have 90 credits. So you're going to fall short. Okay, so make sure your degree is 4 years. And the credits they're looking for, they want you to have 24 credits in accounting, micro, macro, finance, business law, tax. So you should have 8 courses with the combined course, with the combined 8. Yeah, they want you to have 24 credits. That includes all of these 8 courses. So if you have graduated in finance, definitely you have taken all of these courses. So you become eligible for Pennsylvania. Now, there is no difference in exam, whether you register through Alaska or Pennsylvania. At the end of the day, it's a uniform qualification. The exam is uniformed as well. So there is no such thing as Alaska will have an easier exam or Pennsylvania is going to have a difficult exam. It's all about going through a going through a state board or registering through a state board to become eligible for CPA and getting qualified. I can give you a quick example. It might not be relevant to CPA, but I can give you a quick example about a driving license. Okay, let's say that Amna, she has a driving license from Abu Dhabi. Can she drive to Dubai? Yes, she can. Can she drive to Ras Al Khaimah? Yes, she can, because no one will ask her that, Amna, show me your driving license from Ras Al Khaimah, or show me your driving license from Abu Dhabi. If someone will ask her, they will ask her, show me your UAE driving license, correct? Yes, she did register in Abu Dhabi. Maybe she went to a driving school in Abu Dhabi, and from there she became a UAE driving license holder. Similarly, you will register through a state board which you are eligible for, like Alaska or New Hampshire or Pennsylvania, and from there on you will become US CPA. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions about your eligibility, or if you want me to explain it even further as well. Yes, I can see some questions about the cost for the exam. Definitely, I will be going over another slide for this. But let's take on some questions about the eligibility, just so we are sure that whoever is attending this session is 100% confirmed about being eligible for the course. Muhammad is asking, I got 128 credits. Do Morgan have courses to cover the 22 credit? Yes, Muhammad, if you stay till the end of this presentation, I have a very interesting slide for you. We have partnered with California State University, and with them you can cover up for the 22 credits which you are lacking. So stick till the end, and I'm going to go over that as well. Ansar is asking, or he's mentioning, I hope you will be explaining more about 3 years degree. Yes, Ansar. So let's say if you have a 3 years BCom degree, then the chances are very low, unfortunately, for you to be eligible. Yes, if you have MCom or Masters, then you can add up to your credits. You can add up to 1 more year of education, and based on that, you can become eligible. Okay. And whenever we talk about being eligible, they're always asking about academic qualification. So something which you did in the university. So if you have a professional qualification like CMA, which Ansar is mentioning, or like CFA or CIA, that will not be considered. Okay. Again, it can get a bit technical because they accept something, then they don't accept something. Like, for example, if you have a CA from India or Pakistan, that is accepted. They will give you credits. Not all the states will accept that, but there are some states who will accept it. So that's why each candidate is unique. So that's why we ask for each candidate's transcript, we match it with the state board, and then we give you a reply. Okay. All right, let's move on. I know some questions are left, which I will take at the end. Now let's talk about the exam. Okay. You guys already know the exams are available in international locations, and you can write the exams in UAE as well. It's a computer-based exam, and each exam is for 4 hours. The exam is for 4 hours, and it is consisting of MCQs and task-based simulations. MCQs, we all know, multiple choice questions, and task-based simulations are like case studies. So they will provide you with one case study, and from that case study, they're going to ask you 6 to 8 questions. Okay, and Becker will provide you a lot of these questions to practice. So the more you practice, the more you're going to get to know how they're trying to trick you and what exactly are they asking you. Okay. You need to score 75% to pass each exam. Now, I'm very proud to say our candidates, they score mostly in their high 90s, high 80s as well, because of 3 factors. Look, from my point of view and from my experience, you need 3 ingredients to pass the CPA exam. One is you need a highly qualified instructor. With all due respect, we have amazing instructors, and you can see them for yourself. They have a lot of experience. Not only their CPAs, they will help you become a CPA. They will exactly guide you how to become a CPA. They will link the material to the exam. So not only you are learning about CPA, but you are learning how to pass the CPA exam also. That's one. Second, you need a good material. Again, Becker is excellent, and I will show it to you in my next slide. I will take you through the portal as well for Becker. And third, for me, it's the most important one, is you. You need to be motivated. You need to be doing the exam practice questions, watching the video lectures, and you need to stay committed, and you need to stay committed to pass the exams. Okay. So these were the 3 main ingredients to pass the CPA exam, and you need to score 75% or more to pass. Look, in US, it's pretty simple. If you score, it's either pass or fail. If you score 75, it's a P for pass. Or if it's 99, it's still gonna be P. So focus on getting more than 75% to pass the exam. Okay, so since I have mentioned this few times already, that I will take you through I will be taking you through the online access for Becker, so you can see the material for yourself. I hope you can see my screen. Can anyone confirm if they can see my screen? Anyone? I hope you can see the screen. It's not showing me here, that's why. Or let me try sharing again. Okay, I think you can see the screen now. Okay, so once you register for CPA, whether you're going for the classes or you're going for self-study, thank you, Ansar. Okay, so once you register for the CPA classes or you're going for self-study, you will receive the books, hard copy, and you will receive the online access. By online access, I mean your own credentials. So you're going to have your own email address and password, and you will be logging in to the portal. Okay, so this is what you're going to see once you log in. It's going to show you all the 4 parts: financial, auditing, regulation, business. These are the 4 parts for CPA. So for example, if I go on financial, it's going to show you all the chapters from F1 till F10. Okay, these are all the chapters. Now, after 4 chapters, there's a mini exam. So they're going to test your knowledge. What have you learned in the first 4 chapters? There's going to be a mini exam. Then again, there is another mini exam after 3 more chapters. And then there is another mini exam followed by simulated exams. Now, these are the mock exams. These are more challenging than the real exam. Okay, they will be for 4 hours. The screen will exactly look like how you will see it in the real exam. And the feedback which I get from the candidates is that these mock exams are more challenging than the real exam. So trust me, guys, all the information you require is right here in front of you. You don't have to open any other book or use any other material or join any other group. This is more than enough for you to pass the CPA exam. Of course, there will be classes, the instructors will be helping you, and then the Becker portal itself, it's quite handy. So again, just for the exercise, let me open M1. So I open the first chapter, F1. And if you look at the first chapter and the first module, the video lecture is for 1 hour, 5 minutes. So this is something additional. Let's say you're attending classes with Morgan, and if you want a second opinion, you have video lectures from Becker, which you can make use of. And then for first module, you have 27 MCQs. Now, overall, you have more than 10,000 exam practice questions. Okay. In the exam, there are only going to be 68 to 72 questions. So you're going to practice around 3,500 questions per part, which is definitely going to help you pass the exam. Okay. So if I show you how the video lectures are, you know, the instructors, they are from Becker. Let me just play this for you. So the instructor will be telling you what to highlight. How can you memorize these definitions? He's circling the letters. And then he's asking you what to write on the right side or what to write on the left side, what to underline. So basically, he's linking the material to the exam. Okay. And these video lectures are excellent. If you ask me, they're nothing short of amazing. I mean, you will really enjoy them. And like I said, for each module, there are MCQs which you can practice. Okay. And there are around 10,000 exam practice questions. Okay, so let's do some questions just for the sake of exercise, so I can show you exactly how is the portal and how it can help you to pass the CPA exam. So I know you have not studied this, but let's just go for it. Which of the following is the most authoritative source of US GAAP? So for my friends who are working in PwC, KPMG, EY, let's put this to your test, and I would appreciate your participation in this. Which of the following Muhammad, just go for it. Write the answer in the chat box. Is it A, B, C, or D? Look, if you talk about MCQs, there are 4 options. Okay. In 4 options, 2 are wrong, 1 is right, and 1 is more right than the other one. That's why they always ask you to choose the best answer. Okay. And again, sometimes they will try to trick you. Sometimes the answer will be in the question itself. And the only way you can get better at this is by doing these questions again and again, again and again. Okay. So, Mohammed, you answered A and D. What is your final answer? Okay. Now, let's go for D, since the majority is saying D. Okay. So D is correct. Well done, Mohammed and Ansar. D is correct. So the purpose of showing you this is it will show you why D is correct. It's gonna read out the definition for that. But again, it's gonna show you why the others are incorrect. So from one question, you're learning about 4 different scenarios. Maybe in the exam, either they're gonna ask you the same question or they're gonna ask you the question where the answer is C. So you would have already seen this question. Okay, now I'm not saying all these questions are going to be this straightforward, but let's say if you want to see where the question is coming from, you don't have to flip the pages of the book to find where the question is coming from. You can just click on something called See Lecture, and once you click on See Lecture, it's gonna open a new window where you can see where the question is coming from. US GAAP, FASB, accounting standards, codification. And again, it's a video lecture, so you can play it as well. Okay, so this is how good the platform is. It's gonna save you a lot of time. Plus, you're gonna be studying what is relevant to the exam. So let's do another question and see if you can get that right also, okay? A US public company needs guidance in accounting for and reporting a complex derivative transaction that it entered into with a European subsidiary. This company is most likely to find the appropriate guidance. So they have stressed on most likely. So let's see if you can get this right. Mohammed and Ansar. I would like others to participate as well, please. By the way, I know you have not studied this. It is just for the exercise purpose, that how you can utilize this this tool, this platform, and you can download this application on your phone as well, by the way. So let's say if you're waiting for a friend who's always late, or you're watching TV, you can just scroll and do these questions, because this is also one method of studying. Now, a lot of people ask me, Zuhair, how many questions or how many hours shall I be studying per day? And I usually tell them at least 2 hours per day. But 2 hours doesn't mean that you will be stuck to the book for 2 hours and you will be memorizing. No, it means that yes, you will be going through the book. You will be going through the video lectures, which I've just shown you, as well as, most importantly for me, doing the exam practice questions. The more you do them, there is no better way to pass the CPA exams. Anyways, going back to the answer. Okay, we have a A and we have a B. So I'll go with A. Mustafa, don't embarrass me. I hope you're right here. So Ansar is right. Ansar, I have to check whether you're already a CPA or not. So the correct answer is B. Again, no worries. You have not studied this. And when you study, you will get a better hang of it. So again, you can do these questions as many times as you like, and there are many things on this application for you to follow. There are unlimited exam practice questions. There is something called AI CPA newly released questions. Now this is something very interesting. So aside from the 10,000 exam practice questions, these are the CPA questions. Let's say if I wrote the exam in July, if I wrote the exam in July. This is the exact exam which I saw, and this exam is available here with the answers. Okay, so the questions are there with the answers, so it cannot get better than this. And this is additional to the Becker video lectures and exam practice questions. So if you want to do more of those questions, it's available here. There's a study plan. Again, a lot of other practice tests. You can make your own unlimited practice test. Digital flashcards for you to memorize the definitions. Final review, it has more exam practice questions and video lectures, something to be done right before the exam. Performance dashboard, if you like your numbers like me, then you can see how many questions you attempted, how many did you get them right, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's going to exactly tell you where you have progressed or how you have progressed, where do you slack, where do you need to put more attention. It's going to tell you everything. Okay, so now I just wanted to show you this just so you have an idea as well. Okay, so thank you for participating in this. Let me take on some questions. I know I've seen some questions here. I'm eligible to start CPA as I've been told from PwC, but need to send my transcript. Can I enroll with you guys in January? Yes, Mustafa, definitely. I'm going to share my email address at the end of this presentation. Please send me, or I'm going to share it right now here to you. So I'm going to mention it in the chat box. So please send me your transcripts. For those of you who want to start the course in January, I'm gonna show you the schedule as well for the classes starting in January. We're going to be starting from audit. Okay, the classes are going to be starting from audit. And then we'll have financial accounting and reporting. Then we're going to have business and then regulation. Okay, so there are 4 parts in CPA. Auditing and attestation, as the name says for itself, it's going to talk about audit engagements, auditing standards, something which you have if you're working in a big 4 or if you're working as an external auditor. This is basically your bread and butter. So a lot of people, they start with audit. Now, again, I think I saw one question here as well, that what do you prefer starting, or what do you suggest to start with? You can start the exams in any order. You can start from regulation, you can start from financial accounting, you can start from auditing. So it depends on each individual. So that's why when we talk to each individual, we assist them depending on their qualification, depending on their major, and depending on their work experience. So if they're working for Big 4, we do suggest them you can start from auditing, because this is what you're good at. And it's always good to put your best foot forward. Okay, something which you already know. It's going to give you confidence, and you want to definitely clear the first exam before you move on to the next one. Okay, regulation is all about US tax. A lot of people call it that they're studying for Chinese, because it's all about US tax, something which is not implemented here. So the US labor laws, again, not implemented here. Torts, unions. I mean, there are so many things under regulation which are not implemented here, but it's mostly theoretical. Okay, now one thing is, when you talk about tax, the concept remains the same, although the numbers change. So if you talk about the concept of taxing or taxation, it's gonna be the same. Only the numbers will differ. So that's where you have to use your practical knowledge and clear the exam. Financial accounting and reporting, for those of you who have graduated in accounting, it's gonna talk about accounting principles, which we just saw, by the way, in some of those questions. It's the longest one out of all 4. And business environment and concepts, it's going to talk about financial management. It's going to talk about macroeconomics. Okay, so again, you can start the course in any order. However, we do suggest that either you start from audit or you start from financial. Okay. Now, again, Ansar, I believe your question is, how is the exam divided? So if you talk about the auditing exams, there are 72 MCQs. and there are 8 task-based simulations. Okay. So 8 case studies. Basically, sometimes a lot of people, they find task-based simulations a bit challenging because it's a bit time consuming, because it's like you're solving a case. It's like you're solving a crime case, because they will give you a problem, something which you have done in university or even in school. You know, you would solve word problems. But in this case, let's say there is a case study. So you will have to open an attachment. Maybe you have to open a letter from accounting, an email from your accountant, or you have to open an email from your CEO, and then you have to plug and chug, match the information. So once you master it, of course, Becker has a lot of task-based simulations. They have video lectures also, which will tell you how to solve them. Definitely, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So yes, I have tackled this, putting your best foot forward. So what you feel comfortable with, go with that. If you ask our suggestion, yes, we do advise you either start from auditing or financial accounting and reporting. Okay, so I will show you one of our schedule, which is starting from January. Mohammed, I think you were asking about joining this session. So this is how the schedule looks like. It's starting from 6th of January. And there are 2 classes in a week, on Friday and Saturday. The classes are in the evening. Okay, Friday from 6 to 10 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. 2 classes in a week. And these classes are in CUD, Canadian University, Dubai, in City Walk. I can share the location with you as well. It's a very nice location, by the way, right next to Dubai Mall. City Walk, I'm sure all of you know about it. And it's a very nice location. Our classrooms are really, really nice at CUD. And definitely you will enjoy attending the classes there. The parking is free for Morgan candidates. So right now, our classes are going on there as well. So students are definitely making full use of these classes. Okay, so this is how the schedule looks like. And I can email you the schedule as well once the session is over. So you can go through it, and then if you have any questions, you can let me know. For example, if you want to start with this session or not. Okay, so aside from this, we have live online classes and we have self-study. So live class is, you will be attending the classes twice in a week. Okay, again, it's the most preferred study format, and it's the most successful one, because in one class you have individuals from different companies. Like you have people from Emirates, you have people from PwC, KPMG, from Grant Thornton. So all of you are in the same class, and the instructor is there as well, of course. So you get to learn more, you get to practice questions in the classroom, and basically it's the best study format to pass the CPA exams. Then of course we have live online classes. I can share the online schedules with you as well by email. 2 classes in a week. Again, you can attend the classes online. If you miss a class, you will get the recorded video lectures and you can make use of it. And then of course you can go for the self-study option, which is not a bad option as well. That if you don't have time to attend the classes, you can subscribe for self-study. You will get the online access, which I just showed you, along with the hard copy books. By the way, the common thing in all these 3 formats is you're going to get the books from Becker, and you're going to get the online access, which is going to be unlimited. Okay, because I think Ansar, he was asking, what is the validity of the Becker access? It's going to be unlimited. This is something new, by the way. It was not there before. So initially, they're going to give you the access for 24 months. And if for one reason or the other, you're not able to pass the exams, then you will just submit your NTS to Becker, that you still have 1 or 2 exams left, and then they're going to extend your access without any additional fee. Okay, so this is how we go on about CPA classes, whether they are online or live classes, or you can do them as self-study as well. So if you have any questions, or if you want to enroll, for those of you who still haven't enrolled, I can see some of you have already enrolled for the January batch and attending the session. But for those of you who have still not enrolled, feel free to write me an email or get in touch, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Okay. Now, this is something which is quite exciting. And this is for candidates who are falling short of credits. And this is where we have a solution. So we have partnered with the California State University. Let's say you have 128 credits. Okay, let's say you have 128 credits and you're falling short of 22 credits. Now each course is 3 credits, if you remember. So you're short of 7 to 8 courses. How can you take these extra 8 courses or 7 courses for the license? Okay, so this is where CSU comes into play with their partnership with Morgan. So let's say you are attending the classes for Morgan. Simultaneously, you will be doing the courses with California State University. Now, you don't have to study separately for the additional courses because the topics are exactly similar to what you will be learning for CPA. So there is Financial Accounting and Reporting 1, there is Financial Accounting and Reporting 2. Similarly, Auditing and Attestation 1, Auditing and Attestation 2. And at the end of the course, at the end of the Morgan course, you just have to go for the assessment or the exam with the CSU. And based on that, you will get the extra credits. So with one stone, you are hitting 2 birds. You're studying for CPA and you're getting those additional credits as well. So I know this is not applicable for all of you. This might be applicable for a couple or few of you. So feel free to get in touch with me if you think this is the option you want to go for. I know Mohammed, you already messaged over here as well. So please get in touch with me and I can explain you more about CSU. Okay, like for example, these are the courses, exactly. These are the courses which you can take. And if you see the topics, all of them are similar to what you are studying for CPA, Financial Accounting and Reporting, Auditing, Taxation is there as well, and Business Law. Okay. Now, if you remember in the beginning, I mentioned CPA exam is changing, but it's not changing now. It's going to change from 1st of January 2024. So make sure that you do your CPA before that. You still have 1 full year and a couple more months to finish. And by the way, it's not the end of the world. The changes are only in one part, which is business. So auditing, financial, and regulation will remain the same. No changes in that. In business, they have introduced 3 new disciplines. Okay, there's business analysis and reporting, information system and controls, and tax compliance and planning. So from these 3 disciplines, you will have to choose one. Okay, you will have to choose one and sit for the exam. That's it. There is no other major changes in the CPA certification or qualification. So those 3 parts remain the same: audit, FAR, and regulation. In business, you will have to choose one discipline and sit for the exam. But that is only after 2024. Before that, we're going to be sticking to what we have right now. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you for attending this session. I hope it was helpful, and thank you for participating, especially Ansar. You participated really well, as Mohammed. Thank you so much. And let's see if we can take on some more questions. If we enroll now, but we're not able to clear in 2022, then we will be automatically enrolled in new course. Look, it's a good question. Now, in that case, we have to see what out of the 4 parts, which one did you pass them first? That's why for 2023, we have pushed business before any other part. We are starting with business before, just so people have more chances to sit for the business exams first, so they're done with it. Okay, if you are done with business in 2023, then it's not going to affect you in any way, because in 2024, you will sit for the other exams, which are not changing. They're staying the same. Okay, but again, that's not for right now. That is for a year. That's for the next year. and after that. So let's focus on what we have right now, 2022, 2023, basically 2023. The classes are starting in January. Okay, so you have 1 full year to sit for the courses and to go for the exams. Okay, Imran is asking how much exam per paper. Each exam is going to cost you around $750 for each exam. Okay, it's going to be $750 for each exam, and again our team will assist you with the whole process of registering you for the exam, where to make the payment. They will take care of everything. Abdul Majid is asking, I have 3 years of bachelor's in business administration and CMA. Can I attend the CPA exam? Look, they want you to have 4 years of education, okay, but there are some states which will accept your 3 years degree, but they want you to have taken certain courses, like if I remember correctly, cost accounting, taxation. They have made a list of some courses for you to have, and if you have that, then you can become eligible, but it's not for all the state. Usually the chances are very slim, but Abdul Majid, please send me your transcript. My email is on the screen, z.bukhari@morganintl.com. Feel free to get in touch with me, send me your transcript. And for the others as well, by the way, if you have any questions, you want to enroll for the future course, or you want to go for the self-study option as well, I can send you the prices and our offers by email. If you want to go for the online classes or live classes, I can send you the schedules, and based on that, you can register for CPA. Okay, you have already seen the Becker platform. I just showed it to you very quickly. There are many other things, other options for you to experience. I mean, once you have this application or these login details, you can practice more and more and explore how you can utilize this to pass the CPA exam. Okay. Mohammed is saying he has passed financial in June, and his credit will end in December 2023, but I heard there is extension. Mohammed, you need to send me an email about this, because I need to see what state board did you register for. And then regarding the extension, again, it's a unique case. They take it per individual. So we can write an email to the state board coordinator. We can help you with that, and then we can see if there is any extension or not. Okay. So you have my email address on the screen. Please feel free to send me an email, and please mention your state board, and based on that we can do our best to assist you. Okay, so I think we're right on time. Any other questions which you might have? I hope this session was helpful and you were able to learn more about CPA. But I feel that you already knew a bit about CPA. It's just that it's good to go through this information, because in CPA or in any other qualification, there are a lot of changes and there are a lot of updates. So it's good to be updated all the time, especially about US CPA, because it's good to know about the state boards, the requirements, how to become eligible, and then once you're done with that, how to sit for the exams, how to clear the exams. I mean, I'm so proud of our alumni, people who did CPA with us, that now they, for example, if they are at EY or KPMG, they tell their colleagues about, how can you become eligible? How can you do this qualification as well? So similarly, we want you to do the same as well. And thank you once again, everyone, for attending this session and for being such a good audience. Again, any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I have your email addresses as well. So I will be sending you an email tomorrow with the schedule if you want to join the classes, or if you want to know, or if you want to start the evaluation process, we can do that as well. Okay, so thank you everyone. Have a lovely evening, and I look forward to hearing from you.